Good morning, my crafty friends. This is Lori, Girl on the Ridge, early Sunday morning. Now, today is supposed to be like almost 60, so we shall see. Yesterday, it took its time, but we got there. So, today is more Lily, and then these books, Lily and Katie, will be packaged up and shipped out tomorrow. Lily is another big book with some extras. I'm not going to show you every little thing. So the young lady who's receiving this has some surprises. She was it's beautiful, Lily. She was let's put it, a pampered child. Her mama and papa doted on her. And she didn't really make, all their decisions were made for her for a while. There's just some lace. She kept a lot of stuff from her grandparent, or mostly her grandma. And vintage music paper that I gotta take down. And then there's a little surprise in one of these envelopes. Now, Lily she liked to garden. They had like a little courtyard in the city. And she used to do some gardening. There's her mama and her little sister. And her sister was just as doted on. And here's her little notebook that we made the other day. Like the dressmaker's notebook. But actually, Lily liked to sew also. As did her mama and her grandma. But she also liked to go to the dressmaker and get the newest fashions and the newest material and fabric. She had a lot of gentleman callers, and she was just polite. This is a little corset notebook. How cute is that? Some of this is tailor-made journal, and then here's one of the perfume bottles that has the the glossy accents. If you could see the gloss on that. Lots of perfume, lots of pretties. She was a big collector of pretties, and she liked to try different, what are these called? Fancy blouses and waists. Look how pretty those are. These are from Lorna Taylor made journals. And then we have a butterfly. Stick a little butterfly in there. And in here, let's see what goodie is in here. Oh, this was her idea for her day dress. The perfume, and she wanted it in pretty blues and pinks. Almost what she's got on in the front page. So she was going to bring that to the little dressmaker. So she kept going back and forth to the little dressmaker shop. She met Lily. Met Katie. There's some. And Katie taught her a little of coming out of her shell. And there's her gardening things. And here is a pretty calling card. And there's a name in there of who's calling on her. And it's just so when, like I said, Katie got to be friends with Lily. And Lily was, the prim and proper one. It's the diploma. So when Lily had set her eyes on, well, actually, when they were in the dress shop, a young gentleman came in, and he was asking the little dressmaker about the young lady who swooned in front of my shop. And I told him her name because she knew that there was a spark in his eye. He was kind and gentle, and he would be just perfect for Miss Lily. So maybe that's the calling card name. It might be Cole. We'll see. So Cole was the general manager of the cattle drive. So he was going to go calling on Miss Lily. So one day, and this is her little card. One day, as they were going back to the dressmakers for their final fitting, Lily and Katie were getting ready to say goodbye. And Lily was teaching Katie the fine art of the fan and the correct way to entice a man. So here comes this cattle. He was from the cattle drive, and he was just so handsome. Katie was just falling all over herself. So she had the fan. Now, the young man, his name was Blaine. He had 2 sisters, so he was all excited because they told him everything about going to the city and all the little fan things, all the little etiquette with the fans. So he was ready. While poor Katie, she was just so flustered. That fan was going all over. She was doing no, she was doing I hate you, then she was fanning it real fast, meaning that she was married and she was engaged. She was just a mess. She was just a hot mess. And that poor guy was just so confused that Katie, or Lily, just stomped her feet, took the fan out of Katie's hands, and just turned to Blaine and said, she would like to go for a carriage ride with you. And just threw the fan because poor Katie was getting so flustered. And so Katie was on her way to her love interest, which is Blaine, also from the cattle drive, who was just happened to be headed back to where Katie came from, a town over. So Lily found a little independence from her, stamping her little foot and just throwing the etiquette out the window to a degree because poor Katie was so confused with it. Yes, no. Follow me. Don't follow me. And there's just some writing. I did leave some writing spots for you. And then we got some perfume, another little secret something in there. I can't give all my secrets away. And then they had, this one came with each Katie and Lily comes with a fabric envelope to put more stuff in it. And this one I made for, this was a just Lily's kind of her own. This was made with cardboard. Just some swatches of, she likes to put her own dresses together. Just a bunch of cards. Just a cute little cardboard flippy book. Let's see if I can get it flipped right. And writing spots and more. So that is it. So this will be, as soon as the envelopes dry, they're in front of my fireplace, and a couple little extra little goodies that'll be a surprise. Katie and Lily will be out the door, and we have to make room for Sage and Emily. Alrighty, guys, that is it for now, and I hope you have a nice morning, and I shall be back. Bye.